Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday's edition of Hornbill TV's Prime Time with Ngullie. I'm Ngullie. The past 1 month has been extremely eventful, not to mention that there were not for totally pleasant reasons. It was very stressful for all of us. The elections to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly have concluded, including repolling in 4 stations, which was conducted today. And yes, we have updates for you in regard to the police investigations into the murder case in Chungtia village in Mokokchung. Further, we have a bad report again. This too is reported to be related to the elections, ladies and gentlemen. A person lost his life during protest that turned violent in Noklak earlier, but we'll be giving you details in this regard later on. Here are the top news picks for Wednesday. Four persons have been arrested by the Mokokchung police authorities in connection with the alleged abduction and killing of a 34-year-old engineering graduate from Chungtia village. One person in Noklak was killed on Wednesday when the police opened fire reportedly to disperse a crowd in a constituency in the district. Relief funds of approximately 50 lakh rupees in total were given to the vendors of Mao Market and NN Market, which were destroyed in a fire on February 27 in Kohima town. The hope for justice for Imkong Chipa Kichu continues, ladies and gentlemen. 4 persons have been arrested by the Mokokchung police authorities in connection with the alleged abduction and killing of the 34-year-old engineering graduate Imkong Chipa from Chungtia village in Mokokchung district. Yesterday, Hornbill TV brought to you the news about 1 person having been arrested by the police. The latest update we have received here is that 4 more persons are in police custody. Right now, we do not have any confirmation whether they were detained on suspicion or are accused for the crime. Kichu was found dead a distance away from the village on February 22, allegedly after being abducted and killed later. Thereafter, authorities set up a special investigation team for the case. Information concerning the details of the case and the identities of the accused persons who have been arrested are scarce at this time, but we will have to wait for the police to offer more information pertinent to the case later on, ladies and gentlemen. You can be sure that Hornbill TV will bring to you the latest details as and when they come in. So stay tuned. Let's check out the next news. Repolling at 4 polling stations in Nagaland concluded on Tuesday. Yesterday, the Election Commission ordered fresh polling for 4 stations across Zinebodo, Wokha, Mon and Twinsang district. The polling took place at 9th New Colony South Wing at 35th Zinebodo, 9th Pangti 5 at 39 Sunny's Assembly Constituency, 7th Japoka Village at 41st Tizit, and 3 Patso East Wing at 57th Tonekyo. There's more bad news for you, ladies and gentlemen. After what happened in Chungtia village earlier, and of course the violence across the state, of course in not all the districts of the state, but particularly in Mokokchung, Wokha and now Noklak. Besides what happened in Chungtia, we have also another casualty, this time from Noklak. We have bad news here, but we'll be giving you more details on it because that is what news reporting for us is. 1 person in Noklak was killed on Wednesday when the police opened fire reportedly to disperse a crowd in a constituency in the district. Available information says that the incident happened near the Noklak local ground at the Deputy Commissioner's premises gate, where a section of political supporters were gathered demanding repolls for the 56th Noklak Assembly constituency. Reports say that members of the PJP unit of 56th Noklak Assembly constituency were demanding repolling on February 28 at about 12 to 1 a.m. near the Noklak local ground. The protest is said to have turned violent after that. This led to the police to open fire to disperse the crowd. During the melee, the person identified as Wan Tongpa was hit and later died from his wounds. The deceased is said to be about 33 to 34 years of age. At the time of this story going on air, reports said the protesters were refusing to bury the body of the deceased until action is taken and justice is served. Nagaland will be counting its votes on March 2nd to choose the next government, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a reckoning for the state, this time for two chief reasons. A change in a legislative dispensation that has been in place for about 15 years and a probable change in a government position that has been held by one person who has been holding the reins of the state for more than 6 terms as a legislator and 3 years as the state's chief minister, Nifirio. Let's hope nothing untoward happens when the counting begins. The vote counting for Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura will begin at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. The Nagaland CEO has made arrangements for vote counting centers in all the 16 districts of the state. We have reports that in addition to the already deployed general observers, the Commission will be sending in counting observers to monitor all the activities related to the counting. Of course, I should remind you here that there will be repolling at 4 polling stations in the state. So exit polls are all hyped up about the NDPP and PJP alliance raking up good numbers once the vote count is over. One exit poll shows that the NDPP and the PJP will win anywhere from 35 to 43 seats out of the 60-seat assembly, while the PJP is a junior partner, having agreed to a seat-sharing ratio of 20-40 in the state. There is optimism that the Saffron camp will better its current arsenal of 12 MLAs. The Congress and Naga People's Front are contesting in 23 and 22 seats respectively. The CPI is contesting in 1, NCP in 12, NPP 12, RPP 1, JTU 7, RJP Ram Vilas 15, RPI Atawale 9, RJT 3 and 19 independents. According to the exit polls, the Naga People's Front will win anywhere from 2 to 5 seats, while the Congress will win anywhere from 1 to 3 seats. Here's a word of caution though, ladies and gentlemen. Exit polls are as unreliable as the internet services in Nagaland. Too many election reports will start making you feel a little like an MLA from your village, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take a break here. There was a time in Chumukidima when Chumukidima authorities have had to keep dealing with flower fans who kept stealing flowers from the dividers in that area along the Dimapur highway on way to Kohima. It turns out there are a lot of flower lovers out there of different types beyond Nagaland. A man in Haryana has been arrested for stealing flower pots that were arranged for the G20 event at Gurugram in Haryana. The police have arrested the accused, identified as a 50-year-old man, Mohan Yadav. You might have seen this on social media earlier. A video of the accused and another man can be seen stealing flowers and loading them onto a not-so-cheap car with a VIP number plate along the Delhi-Gurugram expressway. Reports say the police have seized the stolen flower pots and the car that was allegedly used in the theft. The moral of the story is this, ladies and gentlemen: no matter how boring life gets, don't steal flowers. Relief funds of approximately 50 lakh in total were given to the vendors of Mao Market and Enet Market in Kohima, which were destroyed in a fire on February 22 in the capital town. A total of 20 families and 55 persons were affected in the residential areas of Upper Janmari, Pocherland, Zuvuru Colony. Updates on Wednesday said Chief Minister Nifirio gave 20 lakh rupees as immediate relief funds, while the Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority gave about 30 lakh rupees. A leader of the Enet Market community, Piso, informed that the market had 8 stories, 78 rooms and about 61 shops in there. They were destroyed, besides 3 private residences that fell to the fire. The damage is estimated to be in the region of 4 to 5 crore. It is said that a total of 92 shops and vendors at Mao Market at 61 at NN Market were affected. The Bharatiya Janata Party's candidate for 50 Longland Assembly constituency as Pangyu Phom has issued clarifications in regard to news reports alleging his involvement in preventing voters from casting their votes after 4 p.m. at a polling station at Yachim village in Longland. According to a statement received here on Tuesday, a news agency had reported that he violated the Model Code of Conduct by trying to allow voters to cast their votes after 4 p.m. The statement said he visited the polling station, quote, without any ill intentions, unquote. It was informed that he went to the presiding officer who was refusing to allow voters to cast their votes, giving the reason that the voting should conclude at 4 p.m. The statement said. Phom said he had requested the security and polling personnel to allow the voters who were already in queue, quote, as per norms of the Election Commission of India, unquote. The presiding officer refused and insisted that the voting process would be closed at 4 p.m. and they were asked to disperse, Phom said. Phom also said Hornbill TV reported otherwise on an incident that the statement said took place on February 27 at a high school ward polling station, part number 19 in Longland. The candidate alleged that Nationalist Congress Party workers tried to manipulate the voting process and disturb the peaceful environment there. Phom also alleged that a BJP supporter was assaulted while he was returning from the market at Medical Ward. Another group of NCP supporters from the high school and medical ward allegedly attacked the candidate's political agent's residence, during which the NCP supporters even opened, quote, blank fire, unquote. Those were the top newsmakers of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be bringing you the latest as and when they come in, so keep watching Hornbill TV. I'm Ngullie. See you next time.